What's going on, guys? We're back with another replay analysis. This one of Rem-rin. This one's actually a special one. We actually got an RLCS. It was loser round 7, so pretty deep into the loser rounds in the... I'm not sure how close that is to top 64. I didn't actually check. But this is his team, Dethroned, and they are basically all super champs to champ in 3s. Roughly, Rem-rin's a champ in 3s, but, you know, most of them are like super champs in 2s and roughly around there. So, we'll call this super champ for this video. But, yeah, it's RLCS, so let's get right into it. Let's start this over. First off, his camera angle. Really, really tight on his car. Personally, I'm just not a big fan of that. But, hey, whatever works for you, you know? Camera angles, I never try and tell someone they do the camera angle wrong. Because, honestly, everyone has a different preference, and pros use a bunch of different ones, and they all work, so go with what you like. The only thing I will say is ball cam, obviously. But, alright, so this play kind of sucks on the first cheat up of the day. So they're going cheat up and boost. I would personally keep someone in net. Just, it's a little risky, especially in a best of 3 scenario like the RLCS. You don't want to be giving up free goals. So I would probably keep someone in net. I feel like goals are scored more often when you leave someone out in net than if that person's going to get boost. I think it's just more risky, but I don't know. That's just me. This play was a little risky here as well. Let's just go back here a little bit. Like, I like the speed of where he's going. Nice read there. Trying to get that middle, and honestly, like, you want to try and get that mid. Like, you have to get a touch here. Just helps a ton. We're actually going to go a little bit into fly view with this team, I think, just to see where everyone's at. I want to actually go into full fly view, which I can't remember how to do half the time. So let's go back here for a second. So we got this push up, but look at it. No one's really up here yet. Sad Spider's trying to get up, so I guess that makes sense. Sorry, my controls are not inverted for this, so it actually gets a little weird. This play wasn't going to happen anyway, but Sad Spider trying to move up, while Rem-rin is rotating back. This is where you got to be careful, because Rem-rin is not really rotating all the way back yet. Sad Spider's on this wall, and Coulter's also over here, so just got to be a little bit careful. They both get beat there, but luckily Rem-rin just gets back in time, so it's not the end of the world. Now we got a new little cycle here. We have one in net. We had Rem-rin trying to challenge. Sad Spider should be the one trying to go for boost, for the most part. Or just bump everyone. Now they rotate behind each other. Rem-rin with the touch to get it out. Probably could have passed it to his teammate, but this works too. Now they got two fighting forward. I just want to see if their rotations are pretty okay. Ooh, Sad Spider, where'd you come from, buddy? Sad Spider leaves for boost. That's fine, you know. Everyone needs boost, but got to be very, very careful. Like, these front flips, man, you don't want to be front flipping right when the ball is about to change possession or about a big hit's about to come. And that's what happens there. Sad Spider goes for that front flip when he doesn't really need to. Like, you can casually move up. Like, as a third man, you don't necessarily have to speed up all the way. And two guys going for the same ball, never really the greatest idea as well. But Rem-rin, pretty nice touch. A little dangerous because it's right to the middle. You generally never want to touch this ball to the middle. I see there's two people on him, though. He's trying to just throw it out. But you got to throw it out just right over their heads and not really up the middle. Here, we have some clean rotations, looks like. Just one after another. See how they just circle? Small little circles and just one challenge after another. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Let's see. One's going back. Got a shot. This is fine. He just threw it on net. You probably want to hit that a little bit higher from Rem-rin to get a better clear attempt, but it still worked. Sad Spider seems like it's just always a little bit off on the play. Probably didn't read that the other guy was going to touch it, but I thought he might have had enough time to make a move. But Coulter does make the move. Makes the play. And here goes Sad Spider up. Now we got Rem-rin pushing, which is nice. We see Coulter kind of sit back a little bit, which is smart. Right as Rem goes up in the air, like, I like that. Or I'm sorry, Sad goes in the air, then Rem charges in, making the shot. Sad Spider, it was a very good ball because it went off the side wall. Try again, tried to make the save, but those are the best when the goalie actually gets pushed out. So far, the rotations haven't been terrible. Let's go back into normal camera. And we'll continue with Rem-rin. We'll mostly be focusing on him. We'll go back a little bit. Just to see some other plays. Excuse me. Sad Spider, a little bit of a whiff. You want to try and, like, 50-50. When the ball's, like, in the corner like that, if you can get a 50-50, there's a good chance it's going to bounce off one of these walls and center pretty well. You don't want to just whiff like that. That doesn't really help anyone. But Rem has to return. And then see, like, this play right here, just a little bit panicky. Like, you want that clear to be nice and high. As soon as that ball's coming down, he could have easily made a really high clear. Almost gets a goal out of it anyway, but just barely does it. We'll continue. Sad Spider. Here's that shot that we were just talking about. Good location for the secondary shot as well. Sees the goalie just trying to guard the middle of the field. You always want to put it to one of the sides if possible. And there was a nice shot there. Smart play there. He sees it's going to hit the curve. He doesn't even bother trying to make a play on it. He just immediately goes back. And then the clear from Coulthard probably could have been a little stronger, or Sad Spider's got to make that touch. Sad Spider probably has a pretty easy one here. He's using new controls. Probably a bad idea when you're going into RLCS, but want to make that touch back out to the middle. I see what he's trying to do, just barely didn't work. Rem coming up now. Throw it down the corner. It's fine. It's not going to amount to much. It's more about just throwing it down the field so his teammates can get back and get boost. Coulthard trying to make the play. Ooh, that was risky. So, I'd be careful here as Rem. When you're in net and you're about to see a 50-50, you should probably stay in net. Sorry the odds. I apologize. But you should probably stay in net just in case. See where it spills out to. But it worked out for him. Now he's back in it again. Again, he's trying to inch forward. A little bit, maybe a little too antsy when he's in net, but his teammate did win it, so it's fine. Could have double popped there to make sure he got connection with that ball. Beautiful save, though. That's got to make him happy here. It's got to be really, really nerve-wracking, too, to play in this when you know this is it for you. This is your last hurrah. But good save there. Little bit of panicky plays there from his teammates and from him. No one's there, though. Like, if you can turn off ball cam when the ball's in the air like that, if possible, just to see if there is a challenger and then turn it back on. It helps so much, but it is really hard to do because then you kind of lose track of the ball. But that would help a lot. All three going for the same ball. Luckily, Try Again got it to the side. And the shot. Ooh, almost. Good idea here. He's trying to read the rebound. And if he reads the rebound, then he can make another pass. But just barely can't make it to it. He's got a teammate there, so he's got to return out. Which he does. Smart play. Ooh. This play's a little dangerous. Could have probably rotated a little bit further back. He grabs mid boost, so he starts turning, but he could have made a little bit of a safer play there. Honestly, your probably best bet there is when you're making a play like that is hit it nice and soft and try and kill it into your own corner, just so you can get the next touch as well. Don't just smack it as hard as you can unless you're trying to clear it up front of the field, which is not always the greatest idea either. But when you aren't going to actually get it up the field and both you go for it, you want to hit it pretty soft if possible. He doesn't double pop here as well. I don't think I've seen him do a double pop aerial yet. Just something to keep in mind. Right there would have got you another aerial touch. That's twice now that he's missed because he hasn't double popped. So, something to keep in mind or something to practice if you're not using it as much as you might want to. This play, not good at all. You never, ever want to throw the ball and just roll it down to their third man. Generally, what you want to do here is throw it near the wall. And then at least it gives you a chance to also challenge it. Also, walls are harder to deal with in general. See how good of a clear that is? Luckily, Coulthard is there, though, and that is a solid clear back. That is like ping pong mastery right there. And that's really all Coulthard. Where is he? There he is. So right here, he goes up and actually gets the same amount of height back the other way, which is exactly what you want to do when there's a ping pong scenario. It turns into a bad clear, and then his teammate gets the goal. I think it was Sad Spider, gets the shot. And honestly, like, when I always say clear it high, it's because most people cannot clear it back that same way. But if you can, obviously do it, and then that's when you'll get some juicy rebounds. So, well done there by the Coltar. Sad Spider with a baby touch. Oh, just a little bit too hard. And Coltar's waiting for juice. I'm sorry, not Coltar. Now I'm just confusing him. Rem-rin is waiting for a juicy rebound. Maybe they'll throw it right to him. Just barely doesn't. That's fine. He just rotate out. Nice little touch there. He should be getting the hell out of there. Yeah, that's a smart idea. He actually goes for mid boost, which actually relieves a lot of pressure on your team. If you can grab a mid boost and let your teammates grab those back corner boosts, it actually helps so much. Plus, it also is just like you have some boost, and if they do boost, take your own boost or boost starve you, then at least you grabbed one from mid without too much danger. That's actually not a bad play. Another great save off the wall. Good read here. He has to go back, and it's the only thing he can do. And great save. Whew. The yawns. But yeah, really solid play there. And also hit it down, so it also confuses people a lot too. Harder to do much with it when it's just a bouncer. You see it all the time off the crossbar. It makes it a lot more difficult. Oh, keep it up. Get the fancy goal. Oh, what a bad touch. Rip. Not too bad of a replay here. That they seem to do pretty okay. Just here or there. Like, I see this a lot with a lot of people just trying to throw the ball forward every single time. We didn't see a lot of passes between each other. It's always a good idea to try and get some passes, keep ball possession as much as possible. But not a ton of passes that I would like to see more of from teams like this. A lot of times it is them just forcing it forward, waiting for a mistake, which is kind of how they scored with the Coltar goal. But at some point, you have to make your own luck, and you have to actually, you know, try and set up some better passes. Maybe even some open field passes, or even like around the clear lines. But there was a lot of times when they would just, like, I wouldn't want to call it panic, but just want to throw the ball forward to give them some space. But if you can control that ball just a little bit more and set up passes, like Sad Spider there, just throwing it at the net, could have looked for Coltar instead, which probably would have been a better play. Sorry, wait, I'm about to go fly. I'm about to go fly. It's early in the morning for me. Sorry, apologies. 2:42 a.m. And yeah, but that's always a thing to think of, is lateral passing. Lateral passing helps a ton, and most teams don't do it until you get into the really, really higher levels. If you see, like, teams, pretty much all of Europe right now in league play, and we see it a lot in NA as well, but definitely more in Europe. The infield passing, if you can get any of those to work, it helps so much. It's always a good idea to be looking out for teammates and trying to practice that as much as possible. But good luck to Dethroned. Hopefully we see you guys in RLCS season number 4. And that'll do it for this replay analysis. Thank you, Rem-rin. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Later.